This is good.
It is.
Do you like it?
Yeah, you're a magician.
I'm a mixologist.
You're a wizard.
I'm no alchemist, John.
You are, though. That's amazing. I just asked you to throw me together a drink.
You said that you didn't have anything, and I gave you my last margarita.
I know.
You could have my last marg.
That's so sweet. I feel like if we were on a deserted island and about to die, you would give me your last margarita.
Yeah. I'd also let you eat my body if I died. But our audience isn't ready for that conversation.
Baby, that's so nice of you.
Yeah.
Wait, but like I feel like there's a better way. Like before you die, I could just like eat like your calf or something.
Ooh, I don't want to be alive.
No, I would cut it off first.
But I'd be alive.
Oh,
I don't want to do that. Unless you're starving and but hello, you would have me. I could fish.
that's true. Do you know how to fish?
I'd figure it out for survival. I know how to fish with a fishing pole, not with my bare hands. We'd have to figure out how to
Some Bear Grylls
you
shit.
take like a stick and you sharpen it.
And throw it at the fish?
And you Or we could create a net out of seaweed and shit.
Oh my god, we would be so good
Something like that.
on an island.
We'd have to make a fire and stuff. Ugh, I wouldn't be able to shower. There would be no AC.
It would be so humid. I would mind.
I would just off myself for you, sacrifice, because it's
so I could eat your flesh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're like, baby, the boat was right there.
I don't
Couldn't
care.
last another minute.
It was too far.
Couldn't last another minute in this hellhole.
I mean, I've seen Survivor.
I don't think that qualifies you to be a survivalist.
What was that movie with the volleyball? What was the movie?
Castaway.
Castaway. I could totally survive.
No, he barely survived.
I don't know. I just feel like I would survive. I've just always had...
Out of spite.
Yeah. I've always had that intuition about myself that if I was in a survival situation, I would survive.
Yeah. The whole going back to the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
If you jump back onto the sinking ship off of the lifeboat, I would want to survive out of spite just so I could argue with you about doing that.
Exactly. And I just feel like I would be so oblivious to the situation, I would survive anyway.
Like those fucking people who get in car accidents and they're pissed drunk and they don't even know that they're in a car accident and they survive. That's you all the time.
Their body's limp.
I just don't understand how this happened.
Me in the back of the kidnapper's car.
Yeah. They're like, shut up. You're like, excuse me, I need a Diet Coke.
Can we stop at Quick Trip?
Can we just, you can take me, but just, real quick, I need, a big Diet Coke.
I'll get you something.
I'll be quick. Also, I have to pee.
God damn it. They would murder me. They would just murder me in the car right there.
Are we, recording?
Oh, shit. Can I tell you what I'm sad about?
Sure.
We missed the lesbians floating on the river.
We missed the Sea of Lesbians?
Yes, the river of lesbians.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew when that was. Did I get an invite? I don't think I got invited.
It was on Facebook. You don't have to be invited. You just go invite yourself if you're a lesbian, and then you go float on the river with other lesbians.
So you're telling me the only qualification I needed was being a lesbian?
Yeah.
Actually, thinking about all those all those women on a tube in a river kind of freaks me out.
Why?
Because, how many people were there that
There
you
were
had
a
to
lot.
keep track of?
I saw a picture. Well, you don't need to keep track of them. They'll keep track of themselves.
So it's not just a bunch of you kind of lesbians. They're strong, independent women.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are me lesbians, and some of them are probably you lesbians.
But they have a me lesbian to take care of them?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have you.
Can you imagine? Okay. Can you imagine the one time we went out and we floated a river, you almost drowned because you were trying to save the last cider that you had?
Yeah, because you flipped me.
I didn't flip you. The current flipped you.
Well,
Why would I flip you? I didn't want to flip.
I don't know. It seemed like... Oh, yeah, we were in a tandem one, weren't we?
Yeah.
You saved my life.
I did, because you had no idea that it was, sucking you under that bark that was in the water. And I was, pushing you up, and you're like, my cider!
I know. So sad.
I was like, do you even know that you almost died? And you're like, I don't know. All I know is I am out of alcohol.
That's terrible. That's a terrible position to find yourself on, floating on a river.
Okay, what are we doing?
Survival. I would have to survive the river.
You hadn't
without
seen
alcohol.
Survivor yet for the river episode to know how to survive it.
Mm-mm. How do you survive floating on a river for 3 hours with no alcohol?
That sounds terrible.
It does. Although I'm a little afraid to ever float the river again because of alligators.
There are alligators in Oklahoma.
I don't know. There was one in Arkansas.
There's alligators in Oklahoma.
There's turtles.
Alligator snapping turtles.
I don't know. That's like a hybrid of two things.
Yeah. So last episode when you were acting like that lady, I don't think we did gay history, did we?
Probably not.
So So before I forget, let's introduce ourselves.
I'm Stephanie.
I'm Audrey.
And this is
Closet Talk
Podcast. And this is Strawberry Cow.
I hate him. Okay. Are we on episode 46?
Oh my god. We're middle-aged.
What's your recent Reddit obsession?
Colin Gosselin.
Colin
Mm-hmm.
from These Girls Are My Sons. John and Kate +8.
Yeah, Colin Gosselin. He's publishing a book called In the Shadow of 8, where he details his childhood being the scapegoat for his narcissistic mother and how he was sent to an institution at 12 years old. And it's just really fucked up.
That's
and
crazy.
It's going to expose a lot of shit, and I'm so here for it.
Are any of them gay?
Yes. Well, I mean, I hate to like speculate about somebody who's only like 22 years old, who's like, a lot of them have chosen to not live like a public life. They try to stay private. But as far as I remember, Alexis, she was always my favorite, by the way.
Was she the rough and tumble one?
Yeah, she was the rough and tumble of the littler girls.
The little girls and the big girls.
And she came out as queer. I don't know what she identifies as, but she came out as part of the eligibility community.
That's adorable.
Like a few years ago. So.
Okay, so should we do history? What do you think?
Did anything gay even happen to
Not today. So like, I think this comes out middle of July, like the 20th or some shit. No, this comes out like in August. I don't know when this comes out. I actually don't know. I just know the episode, but the history that we missed, I want to do a history catch up.
Okay.
So 23rd of July in 2015, the Equality Act was introduced in the U.S. Congress. This major bill aims to add sexual orientation and gender identity to the Civil Rights Act. It works to protect LGBTQ people from unfair treatment in housing, jobs, and schools.
Wait, was that not when gay people could get married?
That was the same year, yeah, but that didn't happen until like December, I think.
No, I know it was summer.
Was it? Well, it's all of the above.
Okay.
July 23rd, 1975, renowned evangelist Billy Graham stated he was in favor of ordaining gay men as ministers, a progressive and surprising stance for a conservative religious leader at the time. Even now, at the time.
Well, that's good, because we had a gay man marry us.
Yeah. But this guy, the point is, the man who said, like, you should have gay men as ministers was a very conservative, some may call a MAGA of his time.
I gotcha.
Okay, and then lastly, July 25th, 1966, Phoebe's opened in San Francisco on the corner of Folsom and 11th Street. It became the very first gay leather bar in the city.
Wow. How specialized.
I know.
Gay and leather.
That's like, was it the Golden Lantern?
Yes, or the Eagle.
Or
on
the
Leather
Eagle.
Night.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to go on Leather Night?
I went.
Were you, like, stared at by gay men? Like, what the fuck is this bitch doing here? Okay.
It was normal, except a lot of guys in leather G-strings and puppy masks.
It was normal, minus the G-strings and puppy mask and hairy men.
Ops normal.
Were there any moose gays?
You know, that's such a good question. I don't think I was paying that close attention. So that's it for gay history. History that is gay.
I did a lot of talking so far, so you better have a lot of commentary for what I'm about to cover.
This is my second drink of the night. Of course I'm going to have a lot of commentary.
Yeah, you're right. All right, Stephanie, today we're going to talk about the mob. I promise it's gay.
Like the gay mob?
No, the mob. Like the mafia.
It was gay?
No.
Oh.
No, we're not saying it's gay. It's not gay. Mafia don't come after us.
Right. I never said.
Everything that we're about to say is allegedly. It's all rumor, speculation, and testimony. So
Wait, do they still have mobsters today?
no comment. Your last name is not Russo. Okay. When a mob boss disappears, Stephanie, there's usually a list of reasons. Rival families, money, betrayal. Maybe someone talked to the FBI. But according to multiple informants, one New Jersey mob boss may have been killed for something far more personal. And if rumors are true, the reason he disappeared had absolutely nothing to do with business. Today we're going to be talking about Johnny Boy D'Amato, acting boss of the DeCavalcante crime family.
I don't really know anything about the mob.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. I'll tell you. There's a lot of tea in the mob.
I bet. I never even watched The Sopranos.
Listen, everyone wants everyone dead. Everyone is trying to conspire a murder to someone else so that they can be top boss.
I mean, same with your average lesbian circle.
Everyone fucked everyone.
Yeah.
And they all want
Everyone
each other to
wants
die.
to be top.
Unless you're a power bottom. Unless you're a stone cold bottom.
Do you think anybody in the mob was a power bottom?
Well, the story I'm covering today, allegedly yes.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Okay, so again, like a lot of this is just testimony and rumor. Like his body was never found.
Of course it wasn't. He was in the mob.
So
it's probably tied to cement somewhere in the ocean.
No, I know where it's at. Anyways, what was that?
My fingernail.
How did your fingernail just fall off?
I don't know, I flicked it.
Please never, ew,
I need to
leave it.
so I can
Oh, I don't know what's worse, collecting your chipped fingernails or picking up your fake eyelashes that fall out of your face.
The eyelashes, because they look like little spiders.
Yeah, there was one earlier.
I picked it up.
Okay, oh, so gross. So, yeah, so I'm not trying to bring rumors and present them as facts. This is all stuff I found on Wikipedia and multiple websites, and it was all word of words that are all testimony that happened after the fact. So bear with me. It's like, who you talking to? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who was Johnny Boy D'Amato? He was born in Jersey, but Wikipedia said he was born in New York, but he was just born where mobsters are born. You're either born in New Jersey or New York. You were just born.
One of the two.
One of the two, but for the sake of the story, he was born in New Jersey, okay?
Okay.
He was born in 1937 in New Jersey, where he spent nearly all his life. Unlike some famous mobsters who grew up in the crowded streets of New York, D'Amato came out of the North New Jersey Italian-American communities where organized crime had deep roots.
I know all about that.
Yeah?
Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Vinny.
He's
family.
far from it.
I don't know. Uncle Dino?
Nino, yeah, but
you can't
Vinny...
tell me he wasn't connected to mobsters.
Listen, Vino, yeah. Vinny, he's a twink.
Oh, I know. For sure.
Like,
Not even a power bottom.
No, like, I don't even think gay men want him. He annoys... Okay, out of all of them, like, he genuinely gets on my nerves. He's like the epitome of, like, straight white boy entitlement.
I just don't understand why, after so many years and so much money, he can't get a good haircut.
He's so obsessed with his hair.
Are there no good barbers in New Jersey?
Dude, he's so obsessed with his hair being like a quarter inch from his scalp all the way around.
You can't tell me there are no good barbers in New Jersey.
He has an uneven face.
Yeah, but a good barber could like compensate for that. It's almost like a Britney Spears level of like self-sabotage where he just refuses to get a good haircut.
There was like a whole episode where he was like at a barber and he's like, how long have you been doing this? And the dude's like 2 years. And he like stares in the mirror. His hair looks exactly the fucking same as it did 5 minutes ago. And he's like, oh, it's all messed up. Oh, and then he gets another barber and it still looks exactly the same. And he's like, oh, much better. I'm like, bro,
never looked good.
You still look like a toe.
I could do a better job. I don't understand. I think he's sabotaging. You can't tell me that they don't have a good barber that
They
can
do.
do.
He's just refusing. That's just how he looks.
It's just his face.
I get
But
mad
why
at the
can't
sight of him.
Britney Spears cannot fix her extensions?
They've just grown in all white trashy like
They're
that.
grown into her scalp like Joe Dirt. I'm sorry, Britney.
You mean to tell me that just grew in all white trashy like that? Okay, we're losing the plot.
Okay. We have to talk about how Britney Spears won't stop exposing her tits in public.
That can be something you cover because you're great at those topics.
Okay.
His early life wasn't really documented. Apparently, that's something that's common with lower profile crime families and also like anyone who's just normal and
Right.
original.
Especially back then, like, how would they document? They're not posting on Facebook.
Right. And like he lived a pretty regular and ordinary life before becoming involved in organized crime, like most people. By the time he was a young man, he was already associating himself with members of the De Cavalac.
You probably should have Googled this first.
I did Google how to say it, but I can't. My mouth isn't working. De Cavalcante crime family. The mafia organization that controlled pretty much all of northern New Jersey. So you have, think drag queens, right? Think houses.
Mm-hmm.
How they have a name for the family. This is that. So like crime, like his last name was D'Amato, but he belonged to the De Calavante crime family.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the Gambinos, and you had the...
Gambino's was a bakery in New Orleans.
It was also the name of my first cat.
We were a crime family?
No. We were in a crime family. The Gambinos, the Genoves. So those are the three families we're going to kind of... all the tea, all the gossip.
Okay, I have to pee. All right, everything is back to normal.
So what did I end with? Oh yeah, we were talking about the families.
Mm-hmm.
So his family that he was a part of, the mob family he was a part of, was the De Cavalcante family. It was famous as, or they weren't as famous as the Gambinos or the Genoves, but they were still one of the most recognized mafia families operating under the American Cosa Nostra group, I guess.
So there's families and then there's a group?
Yeah, there's like mafia code and all that shit.
Crazy.
I learned so much.
Like the Bloods and the Crips?
No. Maybe? I don't know. This is East Coast. I don't know West Coast. But they, specifically this family, controlled illegal gambling, loan sharking, extortion, labor racketeering, construction influence, and other organized crime operations throughout New Jersey.
Construction.
Yeah, like they had their way with things. Like if they wanted to, do you remember that show we were watching, like Beast and Me?
Yes.
Okay, like you could get away with some shady shit if you were in charge of construction.
That is true, because you could hide bodies underneath your buildings. But
Mm.
also, they were probably providing like a lot of structures and maybe like some affordable housing.
Yeah.
So I feel like the mob is misunderstood.
Yeah, definitely. I can fix them. So many people believe that this family specifically helped inspire aspects of The Sopranos, since both operated in northern New Jersey and shared similar structure and culture. But back to Johnny Boy. Do you have anything to say?
No.
Okay. Please do, because I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking.
No, I'm just like, I'm kind of thinking about the mob in general and realizing that I want to research it more.
Okay.
What? I don't know enough about
Is that going to be your new Reddit obsession?
It could be.
Yeah. Back to Johnny Boy. He spent several years proving himself. Like most mafia members, he didn't just become a boss overnight. He reportedly worked his way through the hierarchy. So there's something else that I'll explain in a minute of like how it works. Because like, of course you have the mob boss, then you have the underboss, and then you have like the third in power, which is like some weird name. But that will come into play later. So just know that he had to work his way up. And it wasn't just like you take third, second, and then first. You start from the bottom.
Yeah, of course. You can't just start out being the top. Everybody has to bottom sometimes.
Started from the bottom now, yeah. Okay, so, however, D'Amato was a veteran gangster, starting his criminal record as early as 1963. So he would have been like in his 20s.
Okay.
He was born in 37, 63. 40.
He would have been 27, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a young man.
Did he have a father?
I never knew my father.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe that's why he joined the mob.
No, I think he did. I can't vocal stem this much during this episode. I cut out so many vocal stems of ours, except
It's
the
like
one.
half the episode.
It is half the episode. Are we going to get back to the story?
Yeah, sorry, go
Okay.
ahead.
So in 1963, he was arrested on gambling charges. He was then convicted of burglary in 1971 and forgery in 1984. So he's just racking up the charges.
Yeah, I don't think he did any of it.
It's all allegedly.
He sounds like a good guy.
I can fix him. He then eventually married a woman named Teresa, but this is all irrelevant other than the fact that he was married to a woman.
Okay, as were many, many people.
Mm-hmm. So he rose through the ranks during the 1980s, gaining significant involvement in labor and construction racketeering. This is when he became third in charge. So they called it like a capo regime, but it's just the third in charge.
Of the whole mafia?
Of his family.
Of his
Not
family.
the whole mafia, so just the De Cavalcante family.
Okay. That's still a big deal.
It's a big deal.
He's like almost HBIC.
Yes. Well, then you have the HBIC, so the main boss. Then you have the underboss, which is literally under the boss, and then him. So right now he's third in charge, right? But the main boss, HBIC, Reggie, aka John the Eagle, was arrested and put in jail awaiting trial for his crimes of like extortion and shit. So now you have the second in command who has just moved up to the boss seat.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Corky Vastola, who, like I said, is by default, he's now the boss. So main boss is in jail, Corky is now in charge, and then you have our boy Johnny Boy.
Number 3.
Well,
Number 2.
Number 2. But during this time, Johnny Boy started working closely with the Gambino family, the HBIC of the Gambino family. So
I'm just picturing them working in a bakery.
No. So the head bitch of Gambino's was John Gotti.
Okay. Wait, why do I know that? Why is that a thing?
It's a very famous name. He's a famous mobster.
Okay. Gotti, like that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So John Gotti, who was in charge of Gambino family, is working with Johnny Boy to conspire against killing the now in charge person.
Oh my God. So he's conspired. Like, this is some shady shit.
This is normal mobster shit.
I hope he has a good reason. Like,
well,
don't go behind a friend's back.
No, the reason is because so the Gambinos wanted to control all of northern New Jersey mafia. However, in order to do that, he needed Johnny Boy to do it, and then of course there's always something in it for him, right? So there was a reason. He wanted to be in charge of that, so he had to kill the second in charge so that he could be in charge, blah 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 blah. So just hold all that, okay? It gets pretty crazy. So main boss is in jail on our side, on our De Calavante family. Okay. Second in charge has a hit out for his murder. Johnny Boy is third. Gambino is top. We're just going to say Gambino, even though it's John Gotti. And they're working together. Okay? Okay. Now, the De Calavante family, they start feeling the tensions and catching word of it and seeing the rumors that, hey, Johnny Boy's working with the Gambinos. So tensions start to rise. And all these allegations come to surface. So they're almost like you're being controlled by Gambino over here, by John Gotti, and the whole plan to murder the second in command guy failed.
Okay.
Because there was just too much going on.
You know, I'm just starting to think that, like, you can't trust any of these mobsters.
You can't trust No, you can't. So the murder plot against the underboss, Corky Vastola, who ultimately was in control, it failed. So Reggie, the top boss of the De Cavalcante family, he was convicted of his charges. So he was eventually sentenced to 15 years in prison. So he can't boss anymore.
What was he charged with?
Baby.
Conspiracy to commit murder?
Extortion, racketeering, gambling.
They did a lot of crimes.
All the crimes.
How did he get charged? Like, did somebody rat him out to the police?
Probably. Yeah. Because, like, if you think about it, everyone just wants to be in charge. Everyone just wants control.
Why would you want that, though? I don't.
Money, control, power.
I feel like if I were in the mob, I would just be happy to be a part of it. I wouldn't need to be in control.
I'm just really happy to be here, guys.
Seriously, don't worry about me. I'm not vying for top dog. I'm not vying for HBIC. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just so glad we can all get along. We all know our roles.
The real riches are the friendships we made along the way.
Jesus fucking Christ. So
I feel like I would just bring like a sense of unity to the mob.
yeah, that they haven't had for the past 700 years. So Reggie, top dog of the De Cavalcante family, gets convicted. He's put away in jail for 15 years, which meant that Vastola, Corky, second in command, keeps running the day-to-day activities of the family. After Reggie's conviction, though, the second in charge, Vastola, also got convicted of major extortion charges and sentenced to 8 years in prison. So from behind bars, the OG man in charge says, Johnny boy, you are now in command because both of us are in jail. The top two.
He made it to the top.
He made it.
Started from the bottom.
Now we're here. So he was promoted to acting boss of the De Cavalcante family. I keep saying the name wrong, so I'm so sorry. Please don't put my head on a spike.
The delicatessen family. They ran a delicatessen. In my mind, this is the delicatessen versus the bakery.
What's delicatessen?
Delicatessen, it's like a meat shop, like where they sell like cured meats and things.
Oh.
Like deli, that's where the word deli comes from.
Okay. Yeah, so the meat shop boss, the second in command, they're both in jail. So the main boss, the OG boss, from behind bars says, third in command, Johnny boy, you're in charge of the deli shop.
Okay.
And the Gambinos are still remained untouched. Like, John Gotti is still in charge of the bakery.
Still making the best cakes in town.
Yeah. In 1990, we now have new boss, Johnny Boy D'Amato. Despite the turmoil, he was still named the boss by the boss. Because the boss knew. The boss knew that Johnny Boy was trying to kill the second boss. But he's like, family matters.
He's like acting boss. It's like when your two
Like when
kids,
your
are,
kids
fighting
are fighting
and one of them tries to kill the other. You're like, But did you die?
But did you die? No.
Because
it failed.
Walk it off.
You're fine. Go eat a cake. What is it that crime bosses do, you ask?
I didn't ask, but now I want to know.
The day-to-day mob activities, of course. Like approving murders, overseeing crimes, settling disputes within the family, like so-and-so wants to murder so-and-so, choosing who gets to murder so-and-so, and maintaining relationships with other crime families, like the Gambinos.
I mean, I feel like it's not an easy job.
No, and crime bosses of anyone have a reputation of being intimidating as fuck.
Yes.
And demanding respect. Very machismo.
I feel like I know where you're going with this.
Yes.
Was Johnny Boy not very machismo?
No.
Was he a little bit like...
Twinkmo? Not on the outside.
Okay. Well, that's what matters. Like, you just have to show the world a tough exterior. And then on the inside, you can be soft.
Well, this is why his leadership would be short-lived due to certain rumors and his sudden disappearance.
They disappeared him? I know what that means in mob terminology.
Good girl. In early 1992, Johnny Boy suddenly disappears. People assumed another crime family or internal power struggle since, he tried to kill his boss. Like, it's not uncommon. His body was never officially recovered. So no one really...
in the ocean somewhere. He's swimming with the fishes.
No one really knew what the hell happened or where D'Amato went until years later when the rumors started to come out in the allegations and the testimonies. In 1991, D'Amato's bisexuality was allegedly exposed by his girlfriend, Kelly.
I thought he had a wife.
He's a mobster. They have girlfriends and wives. Are you kidding? That's where the cheers comes from. Cheers to our wives and our girlfriends and to hopes they never meet.
Lucky for you that your wife and your girlfriend are good friends.
Okay.
His girlfriend, alleged.
Yes, because he had a girlfriend. So, like, yeah, that's like, oh my God, he had a girlfriend. Like, it's not really that, oh, OMG. They had girlfriends. So, his girlfriend, allegedly, she goes to the second in command at the time. So, D'Amato, Johnny Boy, was top boss, and then the hierarchy still stands. There was still an underboss, and then a third, and then so on and so on. So, she goes to the underboss and is like, yo, homeboy is bi.
Damn, he must have did her dirty.
I guess so. She describes swinging encounters that he had in sex clubs with both men and women. In addition to the allegations of bisexuality, D'Amato was accused of usurpation. Usurpation?
Like trying to usurp somebody?
What the fuck does that mean?
Usurp means to, like, take the throne or take the position of power.
You slurp?
Usurp.
I hope you slurp. Okay, yo, I mean, that makes sense. He did try to take fucking...
Yeah, literally.
He literally did that.
Wait, but like, can we go back to like him being with men? Like, have we not said before there's nothing more manly than fucking another man?
Exactly. There is nothing more alpha. There's nothing more alpha than a man topping another man.
And I wish that the mob could have seen that.
And I think the other mobsters were jealous that they weren't getting topped.
You
Allegedly.
think they wanted to get topped?
I don't know. Maybe. Johnny boy. He, alongside with the bisexuality, he also was like causing corruption and chaos in the family. He also was allegedly stealing from the family, which like I wouldn't put it past anyone. I would steal from my family too. Fuck them. Many family members believe that D'Amato was controlled by Gambino. Remember John Gotti?
Lovers?
In my little mind, I was like, I want to make a fan fiction of like John Gotti and Johnny Boy.
Oh my god, we're gonna get murked.
We are. We're going to go swim with the fishes.
For real.
No, I'm protected. I'm a Russo. Anyway, that kind of, remember that whole thing with him and John Gotti? That kind of still is pissing off the family a little bit. They're still kind of sour about that.
Yeah.
Like, you tried to kill our boss with another family. You don't leave the family. You stay with the family.
Yeah, it's all about family.
Family is forever.
Yeah, until you kill them off because they're in the way.
Yeah, exactly. So naturally, all that sparked outrage within the family, right? But the main thing being the bisexuality. At a meeting in November 91, the current underboss authorized the murder of Johnny Boy and suggested how and where to dispose of his body. Now, this is just a reminder that this is all rumor and testimony, but this is where Anthony Capo comes in. Anthony was the hitman in the De Calicante family. If there was a murder to be had, he was the man for the job. So, like, anytime they're like, yo, this murder, like, we need to kill this dude, he was the one to do it. It wasn't like you going to do it. You just made the decision because you were the boss.
He did it.
Yeah, so Anthony did it. Anthony, in his testimony, he said, nobody's going to respect us if we have a gay homosexual boss sitting down discussing La Cosa Nostra business. D'Amato's execution was given to Anthony Capo. So, fun little fact here. This murder plot was in contravention of Cosa Nostra rules on killing a family boss. And the plotters did not ask permission from the Mafia Commission in New York.
What? It's like the HOA of the mafia?
Real. It's, yes.
Like, you have to ask permission before you paint your door? Like,
yes.
There's a mafia
there is.
HOA?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Mafia HOA said, you weren't supposed to do that. You just did whatever you wanted to. No rules. You have to follow Mafia code, babe.
You have to follow the rules.
You have to follow...
clearly stated in the bylaws.
It's clearly stated on page 17 in the HOA of the Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyways, that was just a fun little tidbit. It had literally nothing to do with the story, but when I was reading it, I was like, excuse the whole entire fuck out of you.
The
Mafia Commission?
Is a lot gayer than I thought it was.
And it said, Stephanie, it was like started in blah, 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 till present. It's still a fucking thing according to Wikipedia.
I'm sorry I said that the Mafia was a lot gayer than I thought it was.
I have no affiliation with this woman. I do not know who she is.
When I say the word gay, it's a good thing. Please
yeah,
no.
I mean, like we said, like, it's so powerful and machismo of you to top another man.
It really is.
It really fucking is. Okay, anyways, sadly on January 6th, 1992, Johnny Boy was lured to his death. Capo and this other guy named Victor picked him up in a white Lincoln a block from his girlfriend's house in Brooklyn to drive to lunch. With D'Amato sitting in the back seat, Capo turned and shot him twice in the chest. When D'Amato groaned, Capo shot him twice more, eventually killing him.
Imagine you just think you're going to lunch and then someone kills you. Like,
Your
what if you
fucking
picked me
friends.
up and was like, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings? And I was so excited.
Like, you couldn't even let me eat first?
Yeah, they could have let him have lunch first. Just don't think you should get in the way of lunch.
Mm-mm. He was 50 years old when he passed. His body was disposed of at a farm in Newburgh, New York, owned by De Cavalcante soldier Philip the Undertaker LaMea.
The Undertaker?
The Undertaker. He took the dead bodies on his farm.
Oh.
Despite efforts to search for D'Amato's remains, his body was never recovered.
So how do we know he's buried there?
Hold on. Also, no true motive was ever proven in court, other than the fact that he was gay. But they didn't consider that a true motive. Most of the details later came from witnesses or other cooperating family members. And I'll get to why all this came out was because of Anthony Capo, but you'll see like why.
But do you think that there's a possibility they said that they were killing him because he was gay, but it was really because of like mafia related reasons?
No, because they much would have rather just said mafia reasons. They didn't want to be tied with they had anyone gay in the bloodline.
That is true. They didn't want anyone to know that.
Yeah. So why was being gay even a factor that led to his murder?
I mean, obviously. It's still a factor today.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about the mob. They projected gross masculinities as such an extreme that, like, it's almost annoying.
Which is crazy because, again, what's more masculine than fucking another man?
Hello. Like, even they didn't even have fact. They just had the word of mouth of a hussy, of a girlfriend, not even his wife, saying...
For real. They just couldn't let that kind of shit get out, though.
All the rumors. So literally, eligibility history proves that being gay meant you had to live a double life just to survive.
Even in the mob, when you were powerful.
Yeah.
You couldn't be gay.
Homos wouldn't make it. You like to see homos naked? I just, like, even today, like, why are people so threatened by it?
I don't get it. Like, I literally don't get it because to me, it does not at all, like, take away for a gay man.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't take away from your masculinity. Like,
no,
how?
I've seen some of the most jacked men be gay men.
Yes. Now, like, if you're a gay man who, like, mostly takes it, maybe
if you're a twink, maybe. But this man was not a twink.
No, I doubt Johnny Boy D'Amato was a twink.
He was not a twink.
He was probably...
He was the giver. Baby, I'm a giver.
So how does that take away from your masculinity? Just like me being a lesbian doesn't take away from my femininity because you lay it down every night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know.
I know.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just don't get it.
So, shortly after the murder of D'Amato, his brother Frank was released from prison. Those responsible for D'Amato's murder decided that it would be prudent to kill Frank before he took revenge. However, the plan to murder Johnny's brother, Frank, never took place. What did happen, though, was in 2003, when several members of the De Cavalcante family...
Wait. This is getting way too close to real time.
What?
2003?
Yeah.
That's like...
He got dead in 92.
Okay, but there's a big cutoff between 1999 and 2000 to me. In my mind.
I know.
It's
this is our time. Like, this is our time now. Like, we were born in 89. He became the crime mob boss in 1990.
I know. I was like,
we were
1 when they killed him.
Yeah.
And I never even knew.
We were like almost in high school whenever they went down for it. So his brother got released from jail. They're like, let's kill the brother because he might take revenge. That never happened, but it was just like a good segue to be like, but you know what did happen? They all went fucking down for it. Several members of the De Cavalcante family were charged for their roles in Johnny Boy's murder. The murder of D'Amato went unsolved for years until a massive federal crackdown hit the family in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Facing heavy racketeering charges, Anthony Capo, the one that offed him, turned state's evidence and became a government informant in 2000. So all of that timeline and everything of like why we know the timeline of like how they had the meeting and who decided what and how it happened, that's all testimony from Anthony Capo.
So wait, you're telling me that the police,
the Popo,
they care that much when one mobster kills another mobster?
No.
Yeah, like why were they here out trying to prosecute it?
No. So they got taken down for other things like racketeering and extortion.
It was just part of it.
Anthony, yes, and Anthony was in that group. So he was also being taken down, but he's like, hey, Popo, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If I become your informant and tell you everything.
So they can get some people who are like higher up.
I can get people, because I know I have news about who killed who. Because Homeboy's still missing at this point. They haven't found his body. He's been missing this whole entire time and no one knew why until Anthony fessed up.
Okay.
So in 2000. So Capo confessed to the FBI that he personally whacked D'Amato. His testimony in federal court eventually dismantled the entire family's leadership, resulting in the conviction of the three in command who ordered the murder of Johnny Boy, and they all were eventually sentenced to life in prison.
So that family is no more.
Well, I mean, there's probably people still in charge.
But the Gambino family lived on and went on
Well,
to
John
open a
Gotti,
successful bakery in New
no,
Orleans.
actually, John Gotti actually got arrested and was in jail with the second in command who ordered the hit on Johnny Boy. There's like a whole part two, but it has nothing to do with being gay. So I just kept reading. So I was like, wait, they were in jail together? And then Gambino was like, hey, yo, your boy's here and I know all this info. So like, let's take them down from the inside.
God damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
That's what I'm saying.
backstabby.
The fucking mob is like almost worse than Mean Girls.
Catty as fuck. You're right.
Put girls in charge. They would get it done.
Holy shit. I want to know. Okay, here's what I want to know. Were there any women in the mob?
Yeah, the wives. None of them have a say, though. It's all the men.
That's bullshit.
Any closing statements?
I think that this whole thing is just proof that we should all just work together and get along. And
I'm just happy to be here.
yeah, not just because you're in different families and because your boss wants to kill my boss doesn't mean we can't like.
I wonder what family Anthony Russo was a part of. And I wonder if Anthony Russo is like in my chain.
I'd be interested to know that.
My grandfather, like great-great-grandfather, his name was Otis Omarion. He had some gangster-ass fucking name. Omarion Otis Beasley. I think he was the one that changed the name.
To Beasley?
Yeah.
From what was it before?
Russo.
Oh, wait. I thought Russo was from your dad's side.
That is my dad's side. Omarion Otis Beasley.
Oh, Baxter is your... Okay. Sorry. I got it.
Okay.
He changed it to Beasley. He just like picked something very innocuous.
Yeah. I mean, that's common. Like, that's a common thing that happened to a lot of families. So, like, Smith, probably every Smith you know came from the mob.
Damn. So you're like a mobster. Your family was like mobsters.
Allegedly.
All of this is allegedly.
That's why I get so fucking fiery.
You do.
It's in my blood.
You would have been great in the mob.
I would be great in the mob, but I'm too gay for it.
Damn. Do you think they would have treated you with more respect as a gay woman?
I would have demanded respect.
A gay man? Like, do you think they base it on like your gender or like whether or not you like
masculinity?
Your masculinity and like.
I mean, he looked pretty masculine.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Whether every rumor about Johnny Boy D'Amato was true or not, history reminds us that perception alone can be enough to destroy someone's life. His murder remains a dark chapter in the De Cavalcante family's history, exposing the violence, betrayal, and rigid code that governed the mafia. But perhaps the most haunting part of this story isn't how he died, but why. If those accounts are true, then the thing that made him most targeted wasn't betrayal or money. It was the possibility that he didn't fit the image of what a mafia boss was supposed to be. And that's one of the scariest things about this, that sometimes fear and prejudice from other people can be even more dangerous than the mob itself.
Ooh, I got chills.
They're multiplying?
Yeah, that was really great. I bet there's a lot of people in history in different positions of power who were gay and you just never know it.
I know. I actually, so funny you say that, that's how I found him. Because I was like, I want to know all the gays that were in like the mob or that were gangsters. Like, I want gangster gays.
Gangster gays.
So
I love that.
I think I'm going to cover a few of them. So
what?
Yeah, there's actually this woman. Oh, wait, I don't even want to tell you.
Wait, I don't know if there are any like woman.
There is
mobsters.
I mean, gangsters. You can't say mobsters because she was French. But yeah, I can't wait to cover hers. I just I wanted so much time to do the girls that like I didn't really rush through his, but I want to have like a whole weekend to just dedicate to this lady that I want to cover.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Okay. Well,
but that's all I got for Johnny Boy D'Amato.
Well, rest in peace.
Rip.
R.I.P. Rest in
pieces.
Peace. He probably is in pieces. I don't think
Actually,
they fucked around.
Actually, there was, like, through the testimony, it did describe how they disposed of his body. Like, they had, in that car, they transferred him to another car, which was a Cadillac, which was so funny that they, like, said what cars. They were like, it was a Lincoln, and then it was a Cadillac. I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause
of
they were
fucking course there
flexing.
was. I had a Cadillac. Anyway. And then that
I
Cadillac
remember your
took
Cadillac.
the back seat specifically.
One time.
And then that car went to an alley and they switched his body into like a transit van and then took it to the farm, to the Undertaker's farm.
Well, rest in pieces, Johnny Boy. Yeah, that was really interesting.
Thanks. I know that it wasn't super gay, but like that's what he was known for. Like if you
Yeah.
look up Johnny Boy and like why he was murdered, it's like because he was gay. But he wasn't even gay, he was bi. There's a difference.
He might have been gay.
If you sleep with a dude in the mob, you're gay, no matter how many women you've slept with.
Yeah, I feel like that. And I feel like it's hard to say because he could have just been with women as like a lavender marriage, you know?
I think he was actually bi and he was just like, didn't
You
really.
think so?
Yeah. Because like the girl even said like the swinger situation of boys and girls, like men and women.
I don't know.
I don't think she would have included women if it wasn't true. I think she would have just.
I'm probably going to be canceled for this, but I just feel like very few men are bi.
You're not going to be canceled for that. That's fact. Like there's very few men are bi.
I feel like
you feel like they're either gay or they're straight.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I feel like more than 50% of women are bi.
Well, it's easier for us to be accepted in that light because, like, I feel like when men say they're bi, it's harder for simple-minded people to fucking understand that.
Like me.
Yeah. Like
okay. It is about acceptance, but I feel like it's also just kind of a biological reality. I just feel like biologically more women are bi than men are bi. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I feel like once a man has that stigma of also sleeping with men, it's like this subconscious light that's put over them to be like not as masculine anymore. So more women will be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Without even realizing.
The mob did to him.
Well, yeah, but without even realizing it.
Yeah, that's true. No, there is
just like when you go on Tinder as a girl and you're bi and you're like, I'm bi, only men will message you and none of the women because it's like,
are you though?
Yeah,
it is kind of the revert. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And I'm probably just like
your reptar brain.
Yeah, no, my views are probably very reductionist, but it's just how I feel.
I'm going to leave that in so everyone can comment to you.
Yeah, everybody comment and tell me how misguided I am. I don't know. I just feel like there's real biological differences.
What do you mean?
Between men and women.
You feel like I think there's scientific fact.
I mean, outside of just like our bodies, like how our brains work too.
My body. Yeah. I don't even want to tell you that I'm very hungry because I don't want to sabotage your diet, but I did not get any dinner tonight.
I don't want those chicken wings.
You want me to make them? They're only 150 calories.
I'll take 2 of them.
Okay.
Yes.
I want Taco Bell.
No!
I always want Taco Bell, bro. All right. Well, we love you. Stay safe out there. If you're in the mob, don't look them in the eye.
Please stay safe from the mob. They're everywhere.
They are everywhere. I'm right here. I mean...
They run a bakery in New Orleans.
They do have fronts. You know that.
I know. And now I'm really questioning. Because did I ever see them actually sell a cake?
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. We love you. Be safe. Don't get whacked. He needs bitches. That's why. It's bitchin' season.
He has his brother.
Now, his brother doesn't know what's going on, so therefore he cannot consent.
Well, do you think this thing can consent?